Do you want to learn how to simply customize everything from the way your crafting table or inventory looks to your HUD, which are your hearts, experience bar, and hotbar? Well, then stick around because that's exactly what I'm going to teach you. Also, quick side note, in a previous video, I taught you guys how to make your Minecraft home screen look something like this. If that looks interesting to you, then check the link in the description. Okay, so the first thing you can do is head out of Minecraft because we do definitely not need that for right now. Anyways, then first off, just ignore all the clutter on my desktop, please. Thank you very much. Then you want to type in the Windows and R key at the same time, and then here you want to type in %, app data, and then another %. Then you can hit enter or OK, and then you should. This folder should open up right here, or actually this folder should right over here. Then what you want to do is you want to go over to local. Then what you want to do is you want to go over to roaming, and one of the top folders should be a folder called .minecraft. That is the folder you want to enter. Then once you are in here, you can scroll down a little bit until you meet the versions folder. This is the folder we are after. You can open this up, and in the versions folder, there is going to be one folder for each version you have ever opened in Minecraft. As you see, these are mine, and now you need to select the folder which has the name of the game version you want to make your pack for. So let's say you want to make your pack for Minecraft 1.12, then you select the 1.12 folder. I want to make my pack for the newest version, which is 1.18.2. So I can head into that folder. In this folder, there should be two items, a .jar item and a .json file. Now, these files might only be called the game version, and you might not see the .jar behind it. If that is the case, you want to head over to View, then Show, and then make sure that the hidden files and file name extensions is ticked. If file name extensions is not ticked, as you can see, they are just called 1.18.2. But it is important that you are able to see the .jar and .json things behind them. So once you have that, you don't need to worry about the .json file. You need to worry about the .jar file. You can right-click that and then copy it, just like this. You don't want to delete either of these because that will delete that game version of Minecraft from your computer. If you accidentally do, it's not a huge problem because Minecraft can just reinstall it, but I don't recommend you to do it. Anyways, then you can just head out of that folder, then go onto your desktop. I'm just quickly going to make a new folder to do this in so you guys don't have to look at all the clutter. Then you just want to hit Ctrl V or right click and paste, and then you should have your new .jar file. What you want to do when you have this file in your desired location, which can be a folder or just your desktop, you can right click on it and then go to rename. Then you want to remove the .jar from the end of the file, just like so. And then you want to write .zip or .zip, and that will turn this into a zip file. Now your computer is going to tell you that if you rename a file, if you rename the file name extension, the file might become unusable. And you can just click on yes over here, because in this case the file will still be usable. And as you can see over here, we now have 1.18.2.zip. Then you can open this up, and you can see there is a bunch of files and stuff in here. And before we can actually do anything with that, we need to exit out of here. Then you want to right click this and then click on extract all over here, which will allow you to extract the zip file into a regular folder. Now, you might not have this option on your computer or on your PC or whatever device you are using. And if you don't, then there will be a link to a program called 7-Zip down in the description. This program will allow you to do this. But if you do have that option, then you can just click on Extract All over here, then click on Extract, and then as you can see, your computer is going to start extracting the file. Now, don't worry, this file is not huge at all. This file is only around 19 megabytes, which is definitely not a lot. But as you can see, there are around 17,000 items, which is why this might take 1 to 2 minutes, or in my case, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So you're going to have to wait around for that a little bit. Once you are done extracting, you should have a file folder, which is called 1.18.2, and a zip folder, which is this one over here. You can delete the zip folder, just like this. We do not need that anymore. And now we can get to work with the 1.18.2 folder. Now first off, when you open it up, you are going to see the thousands of items we just extracted. Look how small my scroll wheel is. If you look over here, right now this is 6,360 items. Depending on the game version you have, this is going to be more or less of these. Anyways, what you want to do is you want to click on the COM file over here. You just want to click once, so make sure it's selected. Then what you can do is scroll down all the way to the bottom. As you can see, I'm scrolling as fast as I can right now, and we are going through hundreds of items a second right now. There we go, and boom, we're at the bottom. Then once you're at the bottom, you want to hold down the Shift key, the left Shift key on your computer, and then you want to click on the bottom file. Now, all of these files should be selected. As you can see, you should have 6,359 items selected. If your game version is 1.18.2, you should have, well, depending on your game version, you should have one less item selected than the total amount of items in this folder. Anyways, as you can see, all selected. So what you can do is you can right click over here, and then you can delete literally all of these. As you can see, are you sure you want to move these 6,359 items to the recycle bin? Yes, I'm very sure. That might again take a second because, you know, it is 6,000 items. Here we are almost finished, and boom. Everything is gone, and the only thing you should still have is this folder here called Assets. Then, once you go into this folder, you again see 3 folders. You can delete the Realms and the .mc assets root folders. Then, you can enter in the Minecraft folder. Now you can delete some more things. You can delete every single item and folder in here, apart from the Textures folder. So we can just delete all of these, just like that, and now those are all gone as well. And I know this is a lot of deleting, but don't worry, we're going to get there in the end. But now we're entering this folder again, and then you want to delete everything apart from the GUI folder that should be in here. So we can delete all of that, and we can delete all of this. And boom! Now we are done deleting. And once you enter the GUI folder, you are going to see a bunch of things. And now what you can do is you can click on a few of these files, open them, and then take a look, and you might recognize some of these things. As you can see, this right here is your hotbar, and these are some of the standard Minecraft buttons. You might also recognize some of these buttons from the home screen, and the same is for all of these. So you can look at this file over here. As you can see, here are all the arrows. So these are the arrows from the resource pack menu. you might recognize those, when you select which resource packs you use. Those are the arrows from there. This is also a really cool file. The icons one, and here are hundreds of little icons that you might recognize. Here's the frosted hearts from dying in the powdered snow. Here's the yellow hearts, the withered hearts, a bunch of other hearts, the regular red hearts. Here's that for hardcore. Here's armor, hunger, the bubbles from when you're drowning, your experience bar on a horse, your ping for different servers. There are so many things that you might recognize from here. And see, look, that's even the cursor, the pointer indicator thing. Anyways, here is literally everything. We can also enter some of these things, and here you can see here is the logo, the panorama, the Minecraft home screen panorama. When you enter Minecraft and there's this panorama image behind the play buttons and things like that. That's right over there. Got presets. We have all the different containers. So this is a blast furnace, for example, and there's so many more things. Advancements. Here's all the advancements and the backgrounds for that. Anyways, all these files are here, and now in theory you can edit these. So I can head into the icons folder, and you can literally just edit this with Paint 3D. If you want something a bit more advanced, you could also use paint.net, and you can change things. So let's say I want to change my hearts, right? I want to have pink hearts because, I don't like red hearts, or maybe purplish pink hearts, whatever. I can just select this pixel pen over here, and then I can make these pink, just like this. Color that pink. There we go. Nice. Then I make it darker, so I'll do darker color to do this over here, and it's every lighting color for these hearts over here. Boom. Now those are some pink hearts. Then if you're professional, then you'll do the same thing with the hardcore hearts. So I can select the same pink color as before, head over to the hardcore hearts, and make these the same pink color as well. Just like that, you get the idea. Boom, so then of course it as well, just like that. Do that bottom part, just like this, and then finally do those lines, you can add a lot more of these. Like so. Boom. Now we have some purple hearts, right? And now you can do the same with your experience bar. You can make the experience bar a lime green instead of the green that it currently is. Or you can make it yellow, or you can make it red, whatever you want. Same thing with the hunger. Let's say I want some yellow beef, or yellow, is it beef? It's yellow meat. Then I can make the meat yellow, just like that. And then of course you would do that with this entire row. This is yellow. What you can then do is hit Ctrl S, or go over to menu and save it, and then when you exit out of it and click on it, you can see there are pink hearts over there. Pink hearts and the yellow hunger bars. And you can do this with literally anything in here. So we can head over to a container. Which container is fun? How about your inventory? Yes, and just to prove that really anything is possible, I can just select this, select a lime green color, and then I can just go like this, there we go, and then make a smiley face. Look at that. Wouldn't you love to have that as an inventory? So, then, once you are done editing it, you can hit Ctrl S. And, as I said before, do this with literally anything here. Everything, everything, everything. And, you know what? I feel like I've done everything that I wanted to do now. So, because I've done everything I wanted to do, we can make this file ready to actually import it into Minecraft. So, to do this, there's a few things we need to do. The first is head over to right over here, where you can see the assets folder. Then, you want to right-click, and then head over to New. Then you want to create a new text document. You want to call this text document pack, and make sure that there are no spaces and that it is all in lowercase letters. Then you can just open up the file, just like so. By the way, the text editor I am using is called Notepad++, as you can see over here. It's a free text editor and you can head it in the Microsoft Store if you're looking for something to use. Anyways, then what you want to do is you want to paste in this. Just over here. You can copy this from the description. And what this is this is what'll, allow Minecraft to run this. This indicates that it is in fact a pack that you can put in Minecraft. Pack format, that is 8, and that is the game version. So depending on your game version, this will change. And then the description. Now you can change the description to anything you want. Just make sure that it's not too long. So you can change this to literally anything you want. OMG, it's 64 Pog. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. Literally anything. And if you're in the texture pack menu after you've imported this into Minecraft, then this is what you're going to be able to read underneath the texture pack name. So once you've edited it the way you want to, you can hit Ctrl S. And one thing you do need to take into account is that whatever you write has to be in between these two quotation marks. So that one there and that one right over there. Now once you're done editing that, hit Ctrl S and then you can exit out of it. Now the text editor you're using might create a BAK file. You can just delete that one so that you have these two files right now. And now there is one more step you can take, and this is an optional step. And what you can do is you can have an icon for your pack, which will show up in the resource pack selection area. I am going to use the It's Me 64 logo. As you can see, that is this one right over here. And there's a few things you need to make sure of. First off, I can quickly open this with Paint 3D to show you, the icon needs to be a square. As you can see, mine is 250 pixels by 250 pixels. That means that it's square, or in a 1-to-1 ratio. And if it's not square, then weird things are going to happen and areas are going to get cut off, or your image is going to get squished and squashed in weird ways you do not want it to be. Then, as you can see, this image or pack logo is called It's Me 64 256 x 256.png. Now it is important that we change this to pack. So the exact same name as this one, just as a .png file. And also, one thing that might be in your image that is not in mine, your image might be a .jpg file. And if it is, then you want to rename it to pack.png. And again, if you change the file name extension, the file might become unusable. Yes, you want to change it because your file will still be usable. So it needs to be pack.png. Just like that. Then the last thing you want to do is actually come back over to this pack.txt. You want to rename this as well. Remove the .txt. And put mcmeta, that is mcmeta, just like this. Again, you want to change the file name extension, and then this is done. So the checklist is, we have the assets, we have pack.mcmeta, and pack.png. And keep in mind, it is extremely important that all of these are named exactly the same as that they are right over here. Otherwise, this will not work. Now that everything is done, you can hit Ctrl A and that will select everything. Then you want to right click and then you want to select the option Compress the zip file. Now, just like in the beginning of the video, depending on the device you are using, this might not be an option. And if it is not an option, then you are going to need to download 7-zip, which will allow you to do this. Anyways, I can just compress it to a zip file, and then I can call this anything I want. So, SP64's OMG OP pack. There we go. Well, my spelling is on point today. There. that is what I want my pack to be called. You can literally call it anything you want, but the one thing you need to make sure of is that the .zip is behind it, so that it is a .zip file. Anyways, that is your pack. Perfect. Now we can import this into Minecraft. And to do that, we can head into the Minecraft launcher and launch Minecraft. As you can see, I have now launched Minecraft. So you can import the pack, you can click on Options, and then Resource Packs. Then you want to head to the Open Pack folder option. This should open up a folder, and here are all the packs you have. Then you can select the pack you just made. In my case, it's me64's OMG OP pack. And you can move that to Resource Packs. As you can see, mine now shows up in this Resource Packs folder. Then you can close everything else, and here in Minecraft, under Available, you can scroll down through all of your packs, and look at that. It's me64's OMG OP pack. And then, as you can see over here, here is the description. So OMG is me64 Pog, or whatever you put as your description. Then you can move this into Selected, click on Done, and now your resource pack is in Minecraft. Anyways, what we can do now is open up a world and see how this worked. So I'm in a pretty empty Minecraft world right now, and I click on Inventory. Well, at first I need to change my game mode to Survival. There we go, and oh, look at that! I have purple hearts and yellow hunger. Well, that is something, isn't it? Well, purple, pink hearts, whichever one of the two you prefer. And when I open up my inventory, oh, look at that smiley face! Yes, this has worked out perfectly. And, this is the pack I made. As you can see, everything I did has been added into it. And now, this can be difficult. And oh wow, I forgot I still have my Among Us skin on. That game is kinda dead. But oh well. Anyways, this can be difficult, right? And that is why you can download the pack I just made. So it's me64's OMG Pack OP, or whatever I named it. You can download that in the description for free, and then you can have that as an example pack for how you want to create your pack, if that is something you would like. Anyways, I would also like it if you liked. Other than that, thank you ever so much for watching. If you have any video suggestions, leave them down in the comments. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.